So here we go again. We will keep talking about this until we start getting traction in Nigeria. We need to keep talking about this. And that's why South Africans don't like me. But I'm beginning to have some few South African friends. Some South African guys are beginning to send me very good chats saying, we like what you do, mate. I like you guys too. But a lot of your brothers don't like me. A lot of South Africans don't like me. But guess what? I still love you guys, okay? I'm still going to be on this for a very long time. We are going to keep fighting until we get Nigeria out of this level it is right now, okay? So basically, South Africans, this is how we try in our own small way to push out a different narrative so we can change Nigeria, okay? The different narrative is this. When we get to hear people talk so badly about Nigeria, we are trying to shift it to make people see how great this country is, but just the leaders in Nigeria that are trying to mess this up, not the people. Not the people. When you talk about a people in any given nation, you have just a few group of people who constitute that bad, as it were, when you want to put it. That's the same case with Nigeria, okay? Nigerians are not all bad people. I'm going to stick with this. I would always want to talk about this. Now, Nigerians are very good people. The leaders are the ones messing this up. And a few group of citizens are trying to just twat the whole process there. So South Africans, please don't get tired of me, okay? Because Nigerians actually don't get tired. We don't get tired of putting a narrative there. We're always very strong, thriving people. So let's watch this and see how people still keep talking about Nigerians. Okay, one of the questions you guys asked was, who cares about celebrities? Why are people talking about Nigerians? Why can't you Nigerians do what you need to do to fix Nigeria? So guess what? These people get their stories from Nigerians. So these people get their stories from the Nigerians that are doing the right thing. If not, they won't have these stories. They won't have these experiences. So they are speaking out of what Nigerians are doing to get the kind of experience for them to talk about. Simple. They are not talking out of some obscured experience or some never existing experience. They're talking about experiences that have come out from a people, from individuals who have lived it, acted it. And that's why they can have this experience to talk about. So it's not about the celebrities. The celebrities are actually saying what Nigerians have done, how Nigerians live, what they see about Nigerians. Okay? So basically, that's just to answer that question. So let's listen to how people continue to just give us that inspiration to make us look inward and to continually strive to bring out the best out of Nigerians. Okay? South Africans, I know you will not like me for this, but I can't help it. I really can't help it. I love my country so much. I love you too, guys. Okay, so let's listen to this.
What is it about Nigeria and Nigerian culture that you love?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Music, food. I like the people. They're so, like the banter. They're too funny.
Nigerians,
they're hilarious.
If they were
Nigeria is compared to New York City. If I had to compare some
That's
places.
definitely scammers.
There's scammers everywhere.
I mean, New York got scammers too. Come on, I'm just being honest.
Yo, man.
You ain't get them emails?
That Nigerian prison.
A Wiz Kid. Wiz Kid he's been my friend 15 years plus. So as far as us being on the road with each other and doing something, we never really kind of like.
I see the biggest difference between Nigerians and almost every other African is that like every other African has like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very timid approach to life.
But she's like, you know what? I mean, you're my type. And then the host says, okay, why is he your type? You're Nigerian, right? That was the only qualification.
Yeah.
Nigerians are in New York, in Miami, in Washington, in California, all over California, because Nigerians have this work ethic, right? They will do whatever it takes to get the job done.
What is it about Nigeria and Nigerian culture that you love?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Music, food. I like the people. They're so, like the banter. They're too funny.
Nigerians,
they're hilarious.
If they'll do one thing, it's make you laugh.
They're just funny. And I feel like they're very vibrant and very colorful. Like everything is in your face. It's very loud. They remind me of Jamaicans, but in a different way.
We are the same people.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? We could get along. We could banter.
Yeah.
I like your traditions. I feel like as Jamaicans, we've been stripped of that. We just got dancehall, good food and vibes.
Which is enough,
and
really.
we're just nice people. But we ain't really got, you know, the cultural aspect has been taken away. You know what I'm saying?
I even see that you love the cultural aspects down to even how you celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
Like you'll be doing up Ankara, hall parties.
Yeah, 100%.
Girlie, do they spray money out there as well?
Where?
In your hall parties?
Oh, in my whole party, yeah. Last year they did. And some Nigerians, they're like, yeah, we need to get the cash out.
The dollars.
Yeah, the
Hello.
dollars. See, that's what I like about the culture,
Yeah.
like the money.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like Jamaica, why didn't we have that? Where is that for the party? Where's the money?
Nigeria is compared to New York City. If I had to compare some
That's
places.
definitely scammers.
There's scammers everywhere.
I mean, New York got scammers too. Come on, I'm just being honest.
Yo, man.
You ain't get them emails?
That Nigerian prison's probably in
Come
New
on.
York.
I ain't the only one that got them emails, goddammit.
Yo,
That's why y'all got them emails. I'm a Nigerian prince. What you gonna do is
hold on,
send me
listen.
1,500. I got
Explain
you.
something, yo. Explain something.
That was Miss Lee in his room emailing
That was
you.
Dominicans doing it. I'm sorry.
This could be debatable, but the Nigerians are the most smartest people on the planet.
Right.
Yeah, I believe it.
I promise you. There's nobody more smarter than a Nigerian.
Respect that.
Now, of course, there's a few bad apples that came out. You know what I'm
They
saying?
smart too, though.
No, they extremely smart.
Yeah, they smart.
They just put their intelligence all in the wrong place.
Right.
If they would have geared that towards something more, positive and productive,
Right.
because the ones that did, there's more billionaires being made in Nigeria than anywhere in the world on an annual basis.
Friends took that email.
They're like, oh, the prince is hollering.
They thought they was giving back.
But
It was
listen,
like-
to the credit of them though, you only get caught if you get greedy.
Right.
They don't ask you to do anything. They just present it to you, and then your greed get caught in that
You be
web.
like, cause I'm giving 1,500,
Right.
give me 50,000.
Greedy and dumb.
They're not putting a gun in your head.
Yeah.
They just giving you a proposition.
They exploiting your
and then your
ignorance.
ass with your greedy ass took it. And then what's crazier is that after you get got, there's nobody else to blame but yourself, because you knew better.
I'm gonna be honest.
Anything that's too good to be true,
You know who
is
got me?
always too good to be true.
What's the nigga that they was hunting him down and they made you buy the shirts?
Hush puppy?
Coney, right?
Coney. I donated.
But that was Africans that was doing that.
I don't know who it was. But
They're like someone in
thank you.
San Francisco.
Listen, I still don't got my shirt.
That's why I
still
almost
don't got
spit
my
that
Coney
juice
shirt.
out. I was like, wait, is he comparing that to Africans? That wasn't the African that did that.
No. It was Coney. He was doing some bad shit.
And it wasn't them.
And he was like, yo, donate to him and we're going to get it. I was like, word. It's like, I got caught. And all I wanted
It was like a white dude in San Francisco doing that.
All I wanted was my t-shirt. They didn't give me my t-shirt.
man.
And that's when I started complaining. I said,
That is too-
something ain't right about this.
You was waiting for the t-shirt?
That is too funny, boy.
Yo, so you say Nigeria is the first.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you're going there for. Like,
Okay.
every place has its destination and has a specialty for what you want to do.
A huge continent. Huge.
It's
North Africa,
Listen,
South
let me explain how big Africa is, right? You see how big United States is,
Right.
You could take 5 United States and fit it inside Africa. 5 are US's.
That's fire.
I mean, all 52, 3, 4 states, whatever.
That's
you can
wild.
take them all, put them inside Africa 5 times. That's how big the continent is.
Wow.
That's how big it is. So it's a matter of like, and it's any and everything you want to do. Like, you got East Africa, you got South Africa, you got West Africa, North Africa. Everywhere you go, there's destinations for what it is you want. So it depends on what you're going there for.
Wiz Kid. Wiz Kid he's been my friend 15 years plus. So as far as us being on the road with each other and doing something, we never really kind of like, we always had play studio sessions. Like, we'll make some fun shit, but this time we really made a real record, and I feel like it's dope that the world gets to see us do it.
I see the biggest difference between Nigerians and almost every other African is that, like, every other African has like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very timid approach to life. Like, literally, like, if you say to like a South African, hey Trevor, you're doing well, how are things going? Then as a South African, my instinct to respond is like, I'm trying, man. I'm doing okay, I'm trying, Like,
you're lying.
You see, this is what I mean by Nigerians. This is what I mean. No, but this is what I mean. So, and everywhere, you go to Kenya, everything. How are things?
That's the thing. We don't lie unless we want to scam you.
In terms of corruption, Nigeria has a reputation, as you understand very well, for very massive corruption. I also know that the president has been able to cut that down very substantially. We talked about it. He is working on it, and they have made a lot of progress, and I think they will continue to make a lot of progress. We have a lot of people in this country, and frankly, the country itself, that invests in Nigeria. So cutting down on that corruption element and a corrupt element is very important to us. And the president will be able to do that.
All right, Davido.
What's up, man?
What is the best neighborhood in Lagos?
Ikoyi. Great place to raise kids.
Best restaurants?
We got Cali's, we got Zaza, Boho, we got The Angels. I like food, so I keep going. We got Sora, Knock, Chicken Republic, man.
If we've never tried Nigerian food before, what do we got to try?
Eba with seafood okra with crabs. Shaki, crabs, brokoto, cow intestine.
The cow intestine?
Yes.
I'll try anything once. Best bar?
I'll say Boho.
And what about best place to go dancing?
It's between Vanity, Chandelier, or Zaza.
Are there any weekly parties that we need to look out for?
It's not a weekly party, it's a daily party. Like, they party every second of the day. There's a weekly party called Obi's House. It happens every Monday.
You guys go out for dinner like after the party, right?
Yes, I'll be going to dinner at like 1 a.m.
That's insane. Okay, so what's the late night spot?
Definitely hit Bay Rock, Silver Fox, that's a strip club, or you can hit Proxy.
Best clothing store?
ZTTW.
Who are some young Afrobeats artists coming out of Nigeria right now that we need to look out for?
Definitely Boy Chase, Morave, Showday.
What's the hotel we got to stay at?
The Delboro, definitely. The best hotel.
Can you teach me some Nigerian slang?
The most popular greeting we have in the morning, you go like, how far?
How far?
You ask me how far, I'm like, I did. I'm like, I'm good.
Ask me how far?
How far?
I did.
I did, yeah.
Tell you, do you think if there were no Nigerians in Kenya, you'd even know how to wash your hands with champagne? Eh? Do you think Hennessy would be able to sell in Kenya?
Yeah.
What would they be doing? Because no Kenyan is drinking Hennessy.
So,
that's a Nigerian drink.
Yeah. So
right? Do you think
it's agreeing to what I've said?
Do you think there would be any big bam bam shorties in the club? Because you know, there's no big bam bam babe who's coming to the club to a Kenyan guy who's going to tell her,
You've seen that photo? You've seen that photo of babes in a club who are just seated
waiting for the Nigerians.
Yeah. When all Nigerians get deported, that's what happened.
This is around the world. I even saw this challenge where, you know, this one for busting balloons. This babe walks into the room and all the guys bust the balloons. And anyway, she goes back and forth as to why she's rejecting them. And she sees this guy and she's asked, okay, the guy has already rejected her.
Yeah.
But she's like, you know what? I mean, you're my type. And then the host says, okay, why is he your type? You're Nigerian, right? That was the only qualification.
Yeah.
This is a global phenomenon. Nigeria has conquered the world, though. Like, that's one. If you're again, you're about to argue with me, but they argue with yourself on the side.
Nigerians are in New York, in Miami, in Washington, in California, all over California, because Nigerians have this work ethic, right? They will do whatever it takes to get the job done or to get the job.
Yeah. But and interestingly enough,
So
they're the guys who've actually broken the ceiling for me in terms of earnings as well.
Yeah.
Because I was staying in that space with, you know, the American Americans and the African Americans, and it was, you can feel, you know, the block.
The average Nigerian American earns more than the average white American, average, but just less than the average Asian American.
So we must hack the agents now.
Well, no, I mean, it's just amazing to me that this undermines that whole narrative that, like, it's got something to do with your race. Like, a lot of people have been conditioned from a young age by people who are on the grift. You know, these politicians, these white people, frankly, who are talking all the time about, like, DEI and all that shit.
Yeah.
They're on the take. Yeah. And then you have parents who are telling their kids, like, you're not going to succeed in this world because you're black. And, you know, they talk about that conversation.
Yeah,
you have to have that conversation with your kid.
Yeah.
Nigerians don't. They come in, they're like, fuck you.
We are going to own. We are going.
You're gonna get in, you're gonna be in charge, you're gonna take control, and you're gonna make the most of this thing. And then they go in and they just win. I love it.
You remind me of this old Nigerian dude who was saying, any place you go to in the world that doesn't have Nigerians is uninhabitable.
So that's my 2 cents, guys. So let's keep up the struggle. Let's continue to work hard. Let's continue to change the narrative, and let's continue to make Nigeria look big out there. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Swali.